phonology is one of the core fields of linguistics. Following just the structural formation of language and like how linguists are interested in describing various structure of language, phonology is a core field in linguistics, and it studies the sound structure of language. Like other structures, for example, syntax is the study of the structure of words in sentences. Similarly, morphology is the study of the formation of words, the internal structure of words, right? That is morphology. And in historical linguistics, we study various structures in the pronunciation of language which took place over time period. In this very simple sense, phonology is the study of sound structure. But this is not so simple. Like, for example, can we pronounce a sentence without using phonology? Or can we utter a word without pronouncing the sounds of the word? Right? So this very simply means that phonology is involved. It touches upon various domains of linguistics. Right? It is involved in syntax. It is involved in morphology. It is involved in historical linguistics when we study the pronunciation changes. Right? So this is a very important study in linguistics, phonology. Sound structure of a language. Sound structure of a language, that is the subject matter of phonology. We study sound structure of a specific language, right? And we, as discussed, we touches upon various domains of linguistics. Now, what are the concerns of phonology, right? There are some points which are the concerns of phonology. Like, we study specific aspects of sound structure. What are those aspects which make a language a specific sound system? Within phonology, a language is just a sound system. Okay? And those symbolic sounds, which are basically in the mind of the native speakers of a language, we are studying them, right? So we are actually studying symbolic sounds within a specific sound system that is a language. And phonology is also, in this sense, the cognitive abstractions, the study of the cognitive abstractions, right? Because psychologically, we have attachments with sounds in a specific language. And that's why we can call that this is the cognitive abstractions. Those sounds are cognitive abstractions which are studied within phonology. Right. Within phonology, when we study a specific phonology, we know that there are sounds of a language. Right? What sounds are there? And there is an example. Like in Urdu phonology, there is a sound ah. Right? The nasal ah vowel, which is ah. Like the word ha. Right? So this is a nasal vowel which exists in Urdu. But this nasal vowel does not exist in English. So we are concerned with Urdu phonology. Right? And similarly, we can also talk about specific phonologies, like specific patterns, systems, sound systems. Like in English, the, which is spelled with th, the, it is different than Urdu the, right? Because the Urdu phonology has the th sound which is top, and it is dental. You see, there is a dental symbol within this the, below this the, okay? So English the is different than Urdu the, right? So this is basically the subject matter of phonology, right? And within phonology, we are also concerned with the rules of combining sounds, that how sounds are combined, how they are organized, and how they are distributed within a specific sound system, right? What are the possible and impossible combinations? Like in English, we have the possibility of the combinations which start with b and followed by l, like Blake or Blake or blend, right? So the native speakers of English know that b, l are the possible combination sequences, but they would also know that b, n, that's one of the combination which is not possible. Similarly, p, n is not a possible combination in English. So that's the subject matter of phonology. Then we also study within phonology that what are the syllabic templates? What are the possible syllabic structure? Like, is there a consonant possible in the onset, right? Or is it possible in the coda, like before vowel and after vowel, like CV, like to. In English, to, there is one consonant and one vowel, and there is CVC template also possible in English, like top, t consonant, vowel, and p consonant. Similarly, trot, like ter, otter, right? So CC, we see. So these are the syllable templates. We study within specific phonology that what patterns are available, what distributions are possible. Right, then we also study within phonology the variations in pronunciation, that how pronunciation is different in various varieties and how it is different in various contexts. What processes take place within a specific context, right? Like in English, plural suffix is in noun is. In words like watches or bushes, right? Or bushes with possessive apostrophe, right? So this is sound. Where can it take place, right? That's also the concern of phonology. Then sounds organization, like how sounds are organized. Are the sounds allowed to go for clusters or not?